Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passionate Kelsie and welcome to this very passionate vlog. My last two videos we have been making a bunch of Valentine's Day themed things. So far we have scarf, we have a bucket hat, and about 16 scrunchies. Oh, and a beanie. Obviously, it is still like mid-January, well, getting closer to the end of January, and we can make more Valentine's Day stuff. But for now, I think I'm going to take a break because there is some yarn out there that is calling my name. So let's bring it back to last night. Hi. Today was a very fitting day to wear this shirt. I spent all of my morning time finishing this scarf, which was cool, and then I spent like hours editing, and all I wanted to do today was knit. I kept looking at this yarn that we bought earlier this week. If you remember, we did a little trip to Michael's and we got some loops and threads. Skyscape is what it's called. And I bought these specifically to make like a matching hat and scarf set. So I am going to start that right now. I just finished everything that I needed to do for today and it is 8 p.m. So I have a couple hours. I'm going to start a double-stranded beanie and watch some TV. So join me.
Shoot them okay. Only I'm allowed to cheer on you.
Ich wollte mich entschuldigen. Für heute Morgen.
Well, project update. Didn't finish our hat last night, so here is where we are. I stopped here because I was just looking at it and thinking, and honestly, I don't know. Once again, very similar to the Valentine's Day beanie that I made the other day, I feel like this yarn is maybe a little bit too thin to look good in this double-stranded knit beanie pattern, okay? If I'm knitting the beanie and I'm looking at it and I can see through the stitches, I don't really like that. And yeah, I knit quite a bit of this, but to be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I was just on autopilot watching my TV show. And then at some point I looked down and I was like, we're making great progress, but this is a little too light, a little too see-through, a little too holy. Like, you see all those? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Unfortunately, I feel we should frog this. There are some solutions we could do. I was thinking about what if we added another strand, a third strand, to give it a little bit more bulk. Probably not a third strand of this same yarn, but I was thinking like, do I have a really thin yarn somewhere? Probably. Also, did you see that last night? This yarn is like insanely staticky. Like, I mean, do you see it? I really got into the mood to start making hats and scarves because, first of all, like I said, this yarn was calling to me. It's been sitting right next to my desk in my eye line since we bought it at Michael's and I want to use it. But also because the temperatures here have been dropping. It's been getting a little chilly, actually very chilly. Nothing crazy, you know, I know people live places that are in the negatives, but we're definitely below freezing over here and it's supposed to snow actually this week. Also because I've been watching Dark and so many of the characters in Dark are wearing like these hand knit pieces and there's a lot of scarves that I've seen. I don't know if there's a lot, at least 2 or 3. And seeing knitwear in media always just makes me want to make some more stuff. Okay, well, now that I have a big mess, Let's go see if we have any very thin, probably 2-weight, lace weight, 1 or 2 yarn that can go with this and match. Or like vibe. Welcome to the guest room where I keep yarn that I don't use very often or overstock.
You're gonna see how silent it was.
Yeah, you were really quiet.
I just walked in here. You ready to go eat?
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes. I thought I had more little skinny yarn in here, but I can't find it.
Skinny? Did you call me skinny?
Okay, well, I have 2 options right now, which is this. It is the fuzzy yarn from We Are Knitters, alpaca and wool. It's kind of a denim, blue, white. And then I also have this, which is a big cone, and it's just gray. It's like thin, probably like cotton or acrylic. I actually have no idea because I think I got this in my P.O. box and it has no label, but it's soft, so there's that at least. The one that matches the best, I think, is the gray. I think it would blend easiest. And then there's this one, which doesn't look bad together, but do they like blend together? I don't know. I don't know how it would look exactly. Also have to consider the fact that this is fuzzy and this is not fuzzy. Do we want a fuzzy hat scarf or do we not? This yarn is already pretty nice texture. I'm kind of leaning towards the gray. I might just play it safe and do that. I wonder how much of a difference it will actually make, just going from the double strand to adding in the gray one. Like, is that gonna help? Is it gonna help at all? Don't know. Don't know. It's not teeny tiny. It's probably a 2, maybe a light 3. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I think I can already tell that it is adding some volume, but it's not sticking out like a sore thumb or anything. So we're about 5 rows in, and I do feel like it's making a bit of a difference. Looks better, feels better. I think I'm happy with it. I think we're good. I like this. It is nice to use yarn that has been just sitting around my room for a while, and I didn't really know what to do with it, so stash busting, kind of. If we can use the whole cone, that'd be cool. I just never use any yarn basically that is like under a worsted weight. But now that I know we can utilize double, triple stranding, maybe we've unlocked a whole new world of yarn.
game?
Yeah, you clap so people know that you put a finger down.
I've never done that in my life.
Told the story, I think, here for a long
It was
time,
rough.
but more Olive Garden.
Woo!
Do you have a year?
No.
I don't think anyone really cares about what year.
I got it. Do you have a guess for when the Take 5 candy bar came out?
2002.
Angela, do you have a guess?
We're getting close. Actually, yes, I'm going to start my decreases right now. Looking at the hat, the colors kind of lined up. Whenever I was pulling the center out of both skeins, they like started on the same color, which I should have noticed that and offset them a little bit because they just matched right up and it made little stripes. I would have rathered it be offset a little bit so it was kind of more random. Maybe we'll do that on the next hat. I don't think I realized how much yarn is actually in these skeins. There's quite a bit on there. But we're not going to make another hat. After we finish this, I want to make a matching scarf so that we can have a little hat scarf set. Gonna stick with something really basic. Normally, I would just do like a garter stitch, knit every single row, easy peasy. But I don't know. I might do that. I might do something else. I usually do garter stitch because the edges look really nice and it's just easy and simple. I don't really have to think about it. I would make a rib scarf to match the hat. I think that would be cool, but like I said, the edges don't usually look good. So, oh well. I'll think about it while we finish up this hat, make a decision, because right after this, we are going to start our scarf, but definitely won't finish it tonight. I want a nice, big, long, comfy scarf, so it's gonna take probably a hot minute. I also think I may stop knitting and play some hightail with Caesar tonight. All right, guys, we're gonna put a tag on it. I feel like gray would suit this project well. Yeah, matches the color of the extra thread in there, which, by the way, I definitely think was worth it. It definitely added that extra little volume that we needed. So, really happy with that decision overall. And we are done. Extremely squishy hat. Part 1, mission accomplished. Next, scarf, which I will start later after my video game break. Hello, we're back and we are going to continue making our hat scarf combo. First of all, we have a hat, we need a scarf. I'm going to do the same yarn method that I did on the hat, which was double stranding our loops and threads skyscape and this yarn right here. We have quite a bit of yarn left, so we can make a good sized scarf. The 2 skeins that we used on the hat still have a lot left, and then I have 3 full skeins more, so we should not be running out. This time I will attempt to offset the colors because, like I said, on the hat they definitely lined up kind of on accident and they did stripes. I would like it to look a little bit more randomized, a little bit more mixed together, so I'll try to fix that this round. And I'll continue using the 8mm needles. All right, I took a center pull from a different skein, hoping it would be a different color, but these look the same, don't they? I think. Okay, that's good. That's different. It turns green over here. The staticiness of this yarn has not gone away whatsoever, and I don't know if it's the yarn or if it's just because it's really cold and everything gets staticky around here, but this yarn is a little crazy actually. You see it floating? I've decided I will just be doing a garter stitch. Cast on probably 25 to 30, and I'll work on that all day. Good enough.
One sentence Wikipedia article.
Okay, left London on April 17th, 1875 for Dunedin, which I don't know if I'm even saying that right. It's New Zealand. So they were going from London to New Zealand. So you can imagine the
that
route.
like an
They're going all the
old-
way from the northern
An
hemisphere
old
to the
name of
southern.
New Zealand? Or is that like a city? Oh, it's a city in New
It's
Zealand.
a
Okay. So
city.
they're going a long way is the point.
Yes, they're going a long way. They're crossing the
And what month?
equator. Yeah, that
Maybe
might have been
smart.
part of it. So basically, they don't get everybody onto shore until like the end of the next day because they're like doing all these trips to get people there. And I believe it was something like 44 people survived. So like from 88 to 44.
Okay.
49 initially, but then they start dying off. We'll get to that. They get to the island. There's a lot of rocks. And then I want to kind of skip ahead to
I'm sure we could figure it out. Like surely like some British website or some New Zealand website or like a website for the Crozettes or something in some other language has the island, right? But we must know. It's like a big deal.
yeah, I don't know. There's a
Oh,
few.
the Apostle. Okay.
There's a
I'm
few
looking,
different ships called the Strathmore. It's weird to me, like, this is such an interesting story, but it seems a little bit obscure. Like, it's kind of hard to find more information about it.
Hey guys, no joke, I just took like the craziest nap. Didn't mean to. I was just really tired and I sat down on my couch and then I fell asleep for like hours. I think I needed that. Anyway, now we're awake and I'm gonna keep working on this scarf and watch some TV.
Just find a way to get it for themselves.
No, they wouldn't. These are good kids.
That happened.
Our bamboo got arrested. Wait, what? Pseudoephedrine is an ingredient in the manufacturing of methamphetamines. Howard got picked up by the feds on suspicion of running a crystal.
Nur gemeinsam könnt ihr zurück in die Ursprungswelt. Was wir wissen.
Here is how our scarf is going at the moment. We have an okay amount of length. Not really to the halfway point or anything like that. It is striping, but not as noticeably as the hat because the colors are mixed up more on this one. See this? It looks cute. I feel like this is taking forever. For some reason, because of the multiple strands, I can't knit as quickly as I would usually do. So it really feels like this has been working up very slowly, partially because I'm knitting it slower and also partially because this project just takes a long time in general. So what can you do? The yarn is still extremely staticky. A bit of a pain to work with, honestly. But as long as the final scarf is cute, it'll be fine. I think this would possibly be my third or fourth day working on this scarf. To be fair, I haven't had like a full day of consecutive work. I've kind of just been working on it in my free time, which also coincidentally will be happening today because I have some errands to run. So I'll just work on this scarf in between and whenever I have free time, and we'll see how much more we can get done today. First skein down, just tied on a new one, still trucking. We're out. We're gonna go pick up my P.O. Box people, things, packages, not people, and we're gonna drop off some orders. We're gonna stop by my merch place to do some business and have some lunch. Okay. Little far on that one. Okay.
Doing a real good job.
I am, thank you.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is that you've been a paralyzed and my thoughts.
Mission accomplished. We are officially back from running all of our errands for today. I am going to dedicate the rest of my night to working on this scarf. Here's our starting point. We'll see. We'll see how far we can get. And I think this is the last day that I can work on this, so... Skein number 2, done. Looking good. Gonna tie on another one. I'm currently watching The Perfect Neighbor, which is a true crime documentary. Very sad. Yeah. Skein number 3, done. Those are skeins from the hat and the scarf, by the way. So we've used 3 out of the 5 that we bought. It's been a couple hours. This is the progress. It's not looking too bad, actually. Yeah. I still want it to be longer. So I'm going to keep working. I don't know if we'll finish it tonight. Probably not, honestly, but... we're close. We're close. This is something that could be finished maybe tomorrow. Soon.
1 second to spare. You were trying to get 15 centimeters. You got 15 centimeters and 4 millimeters.
Okay, so this seems important. So I have to look at that.
Oh, so this ain't important.
You're like, just roll.
Start really small, then you get really big.
I really thought this would be like a game I didn't like. That I just kind of watch you play.
Yeah, it's cute.
This is fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, talk to him. Talk to him.
Alright guys, it is 10 p.m. This is where I'm going to call it for tonight. I want to go to bed. The scarf is not done yet. It's looking very cute though. I'm loving the way that the colors are working up. It's quite soft, and as you can see, it is very drapey. Anyway, even though we didn't finish this scarf, unfortunately that is going to be the end of this vlog. We can just pretend and imagine, you know, off screen, look at that. And we have our matching hat. You can really tell the difference with the striping on the hat versus on the scarf. Because on the hat, both strands, the colors were aligned, so they just matched up and made very bright, chunky stripes. On the scarf, yes, it is still striping, but it is not as noticeably striping as the hat. And I like this way better. Can you see that? The static electricity from this project, and also just in my house alone right now, is driving me insane. That's it. What do you think? I'll probably finish this scarf on my own time. Sorry we couldn't do it in the vlog for you, but still, cute set. I like it. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it and that you like our scarf. If you did like it, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me in the future. And that's all. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.